Remember in 2018 when there was a child who was suddenly an internet sensation because she hung out with rappers who were much older than her, used racial slurs, called everyone poor, and rapped about how rich she was?
Lil Tay just copped a brand new Ferrari. Y'all haven't seen this car in your lives. I'm out here flexing and all y'all broke ass haters. I got a $350,000 chain. Y'all haven't seen this in your lives.
Now, this whole thing gave her instant fame. Bad fame, but fame nonetheless. Before then, she was like most of us, nobody knew her. But after this video, almost anybody could tell you about Lil Tay. She gained over 2 million followers on Instagram in just months, over 2.1 million YouTube channel views, and her net worth is now said to be around almost $800,000. That's crazy, that's really crazy. With all this fame, a lot of people began to question where this child who is smoking a hookah and rolling with rappers came from. What kind of childhood does she have? Did she smoke hookahs and talk smack to her parents at home? Was she secretly an adult who moonlighted as a child to say controversial things and get away with it? Who really is Lil Tay, and why did she become famous? Today, I'll tell you why her past is much darker than you think. Who really is Lil Tay? The first thing that you should know about Lil Tay is that her name is not really Lil Tay. Her name is not Taylor, also like you probably think. Lil Tay's real name is Claire Aileen Key Hope. She was born on July 29, 2009, and she has a brother named Jason Tion, who is essentially her manager and the main cause of her fame. According to her, and we think this story is false, she was broke at the age of 6 and was forced to move bricks, which basically means she was forced to begin selling drugs. According to her, she then worked hard and earned a lifestyle for herself, and she succeeded because she began living in her, quote, Hollywood Hills mansion, where everything costs more than one could pay as rent. Inspiring story. Lil Tay's dark story. In 2014, when Lil Tay was 5, her father Chris applied to the court for something called parenting time. Until then, he lived with Lil Tay, Chris, and their mother Angela until this time. He applied for this parenting time as a way of reducing the child support he had to pay. The court gave Chris 50-50 parenting time with Angela, Lil Tay's mother, which meant that Lil Tay would begin living with him 1 week on and 1 week off. This is when Lil Tay's suffering began. If you've been following Lil Tay's story, you'll know she's not posted anything since 2018. Everything's been dark and silent, literally, there's not even been a post from her. Until April 23rd this year, when a mysterious cryptic Instagram story which said, "We have bad news about Tay," appeared on Lil Tay's Instagram page. Now obviously this was confusing and only left people asking questions. The next day, an Instagram post was made on Lil Tay's account. It contained an announcement which said that Lil Tay had started fighting a legal battle against her father Chris, who was trying to begin to control her career completely and even gain complete custody of her. The post also said that Lil Tay had been physically and emotionally abused by her father all these years. The post had a link to a GoFundMe page asking people to donate money for Lil Tay's legal fees. On that GoFundMe page, it showed that the GoFundMe was created by Lil Tay's brother Jason on her behalf. Jason claimed that every last penny had been stolen from Tay by her father, and that was why the GoFundMe was necessary, so that Lil Tay could be able to afford her legal fees to defend against her father's plan to gain full custody of her. Jason also used the description space in the GoFundMe page to unfold a long, shocking, and complicated story, which a lot of the information here is based on. The GoFundMe description space written by Jason narrated how Lil Tay's father, Chris, abused the girl emotionally, physically, and verbally for years before she became famous and in the public eye in 2018. According to Jason, Lil Tay cannot tell her own story because her father is legally silencing her, and that's why Jason was speaking up on her behalf. When her father applied for parenting time and got custody of her, he began to put Lil Tay through extreme hell, according to Jason's narration. The story explained that on the days when Lil Tay stayed with Chris, he would bring different women to the house, have sex with them, and they would sleep without any clothes on with Lil Tay on the bed next to them. Furthermore, Lil Tay's teachers in school told Angela, Lil Tay's mom, that on the days Lil Tay stayed with her father, she usually brought rotten, moldy, and unhealthy food to school. She would also come to school with torn socks and broken shoes, and this made her a target for classmates who made fun of her. Angela reported this to the authorities, but they let Chris go with a warning. As a result of the whole situation and her classmates making fun of her, Lil Tay developed bad social anxiety and was generally antisocial. Around this time in 2014, Chris and his wife Honey moved in together, and things only got worse for Lil Tay. According to Jason, Honey was supposedly jealous of Lil Tay. There was no reason specified, and this made her begin to abuse Lil Tay emotionally. She would lock the girl in the closet when she and Chris went out on dates and so on, and she made Lil Tay watch horror films against her will. Chris didn't do anything to defend his daughter, even joining Honey to mistreat Lil Tay in many instances. One time he slammed the door on her foot, shattering her toenail. According to Jason, Chris and Honey also scratched and pinched Lil Tay's skin, leaving her with bruises, and they threatened to punish her if she ever told anyone about what she was going through. Of course, this would affect anyone emotionally, especially a 5-year-old girl. So this had a significant effect on Tay's mental well-being. She was depressed and slept in class. Angela finally discovered all the bruises on Lil Tay's body one day as she bathed her. She immediately reported it to the authorities, who began investigating the situation. This made Honey and Chris really furious, and according to Jason, they beat Lil Tay up as punishment for speaking out. When Angela went to pick Tay up from school the next week, her face and body had signs of beating. She immediately went back to the police, and finally, Lil Tay was allowed to stop living with Chris. Chris stopped seeing Lil Tay until 2018 when the girl became famous. She got famous for the wrong reasons, as we all know, but she was still a viral sensation. This is when Chris reappeared. He claimed in court that she was not safe in the custody of her mother and Jason, and that they were destroying the girl's future, and that the court should give him custody of Lil Tay. The court surprisingly gave him custody, and that was when Lil Tay became silent, not posting on social media or releasing content. An Instagram account named Free Lil Tay was then created, and it claimed that the girl was not safe with her father because of all the abuse. And the account posted a video of Tay crying in despair that she didn't want to go back to her father. But the video was overlooked by people because a video had been leaked then, showing Jason manipulating Tay to do things. People were thinking that she would probably be safer with her father. So Tay went to live with Chris and was not seen on social media since then. Life with Chris. Jason has painted a bad picture of Tay's life with Chris, which counters the claim by Chris that Tay is being homeschooled because she's too famous for regular school, and that she is taking ballet classes. Jason says that Honey and Chris have been living large and enjoying the money they stole from Tay. They got a mansion, a sweet car, and speedboat. Tay is completely broke, according to Jason. Jason says he has a lot of pictures he can use as evidence. So is Lil Tay safe? We have no idea. In all this, we haven't heard from Lil Tay herself. Her brother has been known to manipulate her in the past, and many people say that he's doing all this because he feels sidelined after investing so much in Lil Tay's online fame. However, if what Jason claims is true, Lil Tay's life is really terrible and she needs great help. She needs a loving family and one that will not manipulate her or emotionally and physically put her through hell. She needs a family who does not want to use her for the money or mooch off of her fame. Whoever's telling the truth, Lil Tay's just 11. All this cannot be good for her. She deserves better because all children deserve better, and I hope she gets it. Do you think Lil Tay's safe? Please let us know down in the comments below. Until next time, goodbye.